Section 1 of The Tar Baby and Other Rhymes of Uncle Remus. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Phil Chenevert. The Tar Baby and Other Rhymes of Uncle Remus by Joel Chandler Harris. Br'er Rabbit and the Tar Baby. In 1100 and full of fleas, when dey raised such a crop of goober peas, de creatures was all des as chummy as you please. Dey raced and dey wrastled, dey jumped and dey played, and there wasn't nothing tall for to make 'em 'fraid. Dey had de parties, both dar and here, wid May pop pudding and 'simmon beer. And de way dey keep de 4th of Julys was in eatin' goobers and fresh tater pies. And there wasn't no doubt, and no perhaps, dat dey help one another out wid de craps. And dey had de frolics in de fall, when dey scorted Miss Meadows to de ball, wid sachet ladies and balance all. Dey had mighty little fer to set 'em back, good health and good craps, but what dey lack was good clean water when de branch run dry, 'kaze de river was muddy when low er high. Dey moughter got a well by sellin' corn, but de man what dug them ain't been born. So dey rocked along fum day to day, and hoed de corn and saved de hay. When de sun helt its own up in de sky, and de long drought come and de branch run dry, Mr. Fox and Mr. Wolf looked like dey'd die, and all de creeturs was in de same fix, 'ceppin' ol' Brer Rabbit wid his irritatin' tricks. He went his way and he had his fun, if de branch was dry or if it run. He loped along wid his lippity clips, a wigglin' his nose and a workin' his lips. And his mornin' drink was allers new. It was sweet gum sap and honey dew. De kind what you find in de heart of a flower, er de poplar leaf, if you'll wait fer de hour, and watch fer de moonshine's sweetenin' shower. But de yuther creeturs ain't cotch de knack. Dey was dull as walkin' to mill and back. Dey never took notice how de birds kin sing, how de black bees zooms when he's on de wing, how de stars swing round, how de flowers smell, and dey dodge fum thunder wid well, well, well. Dey wished mighty strong dat de cants was coulds, twel de day Mr. Fox got back from de woods. He come back, he did, and sezee, by jing, you kin believe me or not, but I done found a spring, and I feel like cuttin' de pigeon wing, and it runs so clean and it runs so clear dat it do like it's whisperin' in your ear. Wid its goo goo goody and its goo goo good, it's way over yonder in de chickapink wood, and de creeturs all, dey was happy mon. Dey trot and dey gallop and den dey run, wid a tippy-tip and a long-time swing, to where dey kin see de Gigglin spring. Well, de spring wuz dar at de head er de dreen, whar de calamus shuck its flags er green, and de cattails tried fer ter make a screen. De creeturs all laugh and den dey squeal, and dey hopped all roun' on toe and heel. Brer Rabbit, he ax, "What's de hullabaloo?" And dey answer back, "It's a spring fer true." Den ol' Brer Rabbit tuck anudder chaw er his terbacker, and he work his jaw, and sniff de a'r, and shet his eyes, and fling back his head, and look mighty wise. Now de spring had been dar sence de flood, but one fine mornin' 'twuz full er mud, and ol' Brer Rabbit he chawed his cud. And atter dat 'twa'n't never clear, and der wa'n't no google fer de creeturs ter hear. 'Twuz mud in de mornin' and mud at night. 'Tain't no use er talkin', dat mud wuz a sight. Mr. Fox, as de finder, watched over de spring, and he tried to diskiver what kinder thing wuz a stirrin' up mud befo' night and day, and he watch and he wait twel he had his way. And one fine mornin' he found some tracks, and he shook his head, "I'm tellin' you de facts," and he went off and got him some shoemaker's wax, and pitch and rosin, and den and dar he mold him a baby outer de tar, wid leg and body and head and hand, and it look like it's settin' dar playin' in de sand. and he hide hisself whar he kin see whomsoever gwine to happen ter de Tar Baby. De Tar Baby, oh, de Tar Baby, oh, and den he hide and lay mighty low. Brer Rabbit, he skipped long at las', he skipped sorter slow, den he skipped kinder fas', 'kase he use de spring as a lookin' glass, and he see de Tar Baby sittin' dar. "Good mornin', sir, and how's yo' ma? And how does yo' corporosity seem to sagactuate?" sezee. "And whar's yo' manners? You mus' be deaf. You'll hear if I hit you, and you lose yo' breff." Brer Rabbit, he wait, wid, "To be sho'." Tar Baby say nothin'. Mr. Fox lay low. "You better tell me howdy, you better make yo' bow. No trouble to show you if you dunner how. Maybe you is keen fer to get in a row. Good mornin', dis mornin' I'll ax you once mo'." Tar Baby say nothin'. Mr. Fox lay low. Brer Rabbit, he stomp his foot on de ground. "You a mighty stuck up, but I'll fetch you down. You see dis hand? Well, I'll hit you a blip that'll split you open from hat to hip. What ail you, man, and whar did you grow?" Tar Baby say nothin'. Mr. Fox lay low. Brer Rabbit made a pass at him fer de luck, and he hauled off and hit him in de eye ker-chuck, and tried to jump away, but de hand done stuck. "Turn me loose, you villain, or I'll hit you again. I'll give you a jolt that'll cave you in." Brer Rabbit drawed back. "I'll try you for pluck," and biffed him again, and t'other hand stuck. "You see dis foot? I'll give you a kick that'll land you down yonder close to Old Nick. Des turn me loose and I'll let you go." Tar Baby say nothin'. Mr. Fox lay low. Brer Rabbit hit de ground wid his foot and say, "You'll be sorry you pestered wid me dis day, so des turn me loose and go on away." Den he up wid his foot and kicked him blam. "I lay I'll show you des who I am." But de foot done stuck. "Will you let me go?" Tar Baby say nothin'. Mr. Fox lay low. Den Brer Rabbit feel like he 'bout to get vexed, 'kase he 'speck every minute would be de next, and he monstrous sorry dat it was so. Tar Baby say nothin'. Mr. Fox lay low. Well, de yuther foot stuck, and atter dat, Brer Rabbit he grin like a chessy cat. "If you don't turn me loose, I'll butt you flat. I'll scatter yo' brains, I'll ruin you sho." Tar Baby say nothin'. Mr. Fox lay low. Brer Rabbit he butted as hard as he could, and his head it stuck, let him do what he would, and de Tar Baby helt him hard and fast, and it look like his time done come at last. Mr. Fox sauntered out from his hiding place, wid a blood red smile running 'cross his face. He scraped his foot, and den he bow. He licked his chops, and den he 'low, "How de do, Brer Rabbit? How you feel, nohow?" Wid a throbbing heart and a shaking knee, Brer Rabbit was skeered as skeered could be. "You er mighty stuck up," Mr. Fox he say, "and I'm surprised to see it at this time of day." He walked around. "Here's a goober shell. I can scarcely believe it. Well, well, well." He pulled off his coat and rolled up his sleeves. "Now I gwine ter show you des what I believes." And he grinned again, de grin dat wuz red, and he opened his mouf fer ter let it spread, twel he show all de tushes in his head. He grabbed Brer Rabbit by de leg, and you oughter hear dat creetur beg. Mr. Fox he say, "What I'm gwine ter do is ter pay you befo' fer de ol' en de new. Oh, you needn't ter talk, I know you're nice, but you fool me once and you fool me twice. You steal my goobers, and den you fling a whole pile of mud right in dat spring. But I got you now, and yo' hide I'll stretch. I'll larn you sump'n, you triflin' wretch. I'll gi' you de old time buckra tetch. I'll skin you alive, I'll drown you dead. I'll break your neck, I'll crack your head. I'll wallop you twel I make you think. I'm de patter roller, you wall-eyed slink." Brer Rabbit sniffle, and den he say, "I know mighty well you have yo' way. You may drown me, sir, if it's yo' desires, but please don't fling me in de briers." De tar was so rank dat de Br'er Rabbit sneeze, but he still was a shakin' in de knees, and he keep on a whimplin', "Please, sir, please." "Oh, yes, I'll please," Mr. Fox he say, "and I'll please myself dis very day. You mayn't be mine, but I think you is, and I'm sho gwine to bake you twel you sizz. I'll kindle de brush heap and fling you in, and I'll lay dat'll cook and crisp yo' skin." Brer Rabbit, he say, "Des fetch on yo' fires, but please don't fling me in de briers." Brer Fox, he study and rub his chin. He rub it once, and he rub it ag'in, and he wunk one eye and grinned a grin. "I'll hang you high, and maybe higher, and I'll fling you in de big quagmire." "Do des as you please," Brer Rabbit cry, "and I'll ask no reason for which or why. You can drown me deep, you can hang me high, and I'll not tear one drap from my eye. You can hamstring me wid red hot wires, but please, oh please, keep me out of de briers." Mr. Fox, he tuck him at his word, and sont him sailin' like a bird, as if he was fettered instead of furred. Right sprang in de briers, growin' dar, is thick every bit as de thickest har. Brer Rabbit, he holler, "I ain't got a scratch. I was bred and born in de brier patch. You flung me in and lift de latch. Oh, one fine mornin' when day was dawnin', I was bred and born in de brier patch." End of Br'er Rabbit and the Tar Baby. Section 2 of The Tar Baby and Other Rhymes of Uncle Remus by Joel Chandler Harris. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Phil Chenevert. The Appile-Tree. Dat's a mighty quare tale 'bout de apple-tree in de Paradise Garden where Adam run free, where de butterflies drunk honey wid ole Mammy Bee. Talk 'bout good times! I bet you he had 'em, Adam, ole man Adam, and de apple-tree. He woke one mornin' wid a pullin' at his sleeve. He open one eye, and dar was Eve. He shook her hand wid, "Honey, don't you grieve." Talk 'bout good times! I bet you dey had 'em, Adam, Adam and Eve, and de apple-tree. Den Eve took a bite of de apple fruit, and Adam he bit, and den dey scoot. Dar's where de niggers learn de quick callyhoot, and run and hid behime de fig tree. Talk 'bout troubles! I bet you dey had 'em, Adam, Adam and Eve, behime de fig tree. Dey had der frolics, and dey had der flings, and den atter dat, de fun took wings. Honey mighty sweet, but bees got stings. Talk 'bout hard times! I bet you dey had 'em, Adam, Adam and Eve, behime de fig tree. 'Kaze out er dat garden dey had fer ter skin, fer ter look fer de crack where Satan crope in. Dey s'arch fur and wide, and dey s'arch mighty well. Eve she knowed, but she 'fuse fer ter tell. Ole Satan's trail wuz all rubbed out, 'ceppin' a track or two where he walked about. Talk 'bout troubles! Well, I bet you dey had 'em, Adam, Adam and Eve, and all de kin. And when dey got back, de gate wuz shot, and dat wuz de pay what Adam got. In dat garden he went no mo'. De overseer give 'im a shovel and a hoe, a mule and plough and a swingle tree. Talk 'bout hard times! I bet you dey had 'em, Adam, and all er his children, bof slave and free. Dey had 'em bekaze er de fruit er de apple-tree. And de chillun er Adam, and de chillun's kin, dey all got smeared wid de pitch er sin. Dey shot der eyes to de big hereatter, and flung sin roun' wid a turrible splatter. And collied wid Satan, and den what de matter? And troubles? Well, I bet you dey had 'em, Adam, de chillun er Adam, dey fergit de pray. Dey had 'em, and dey keep on a haddin' um down to dis day. But dat wasn't the last of the apple-tree, 'cause she scatter her seeds both fur and free, and dat's what de matter wid you and me. I knows de feelin's what fotch or de fall, de red apple and ol' Satan's call. Lord bless yo' soul, I knows 'em all. I'm kinder lopsided and pigeon-toed, but watch me keep in de middle er de road, 'kaze de troubles I got is a mighty big load. Talk about troubles! I got 'em and had 'em, and I know mighty well dat I cotch 'em from Adam, and de apple seeds what he scattered so free. Adam and Eve, and de apple-tree. End of The Apple-Tree. Section 3 of The Tar Baby and Other Rhymes of Uncle Remus by Joel Chandler Harris. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Phil Chenevert. De Gator and de Rabbit Gizzard. Mr. Rabbit come gallopin' home from de frolic, but a look at de creek made him feel solemn colic, 'cause de creek in de night done turn to a river, and de water look so wet it make him shiver. He holler and holler and holler at de ferry, 'twuz run by a man which his name wuz Jerry, but de creek so high de ferry warn't dar, and Jerry wuz treed by ol' Brer B'ar. He holler twel he wake up ol' Brer Yalligator, which he dine on pine knots and sweet pertater. Brer Gator stuck his nose from de muddy water and ax Brer Rabbit how wuz his daughter. Brer Rabbit, he say dey ain't no tellin', 'kaze when he left home her head wuz a swellin'. Some er Brer Fox chillun come by and rocked her, and he hatter rush off and get de doctor. And on top er dat, here de creek come a risin', it beat anything he ever laid eyes on. "Brer Rabbit," says de Gator, "you sho is a rover, but dis one time I'll put you over." Brer Rabbit, he chew twel his jaw wuz jimber. "Brer Gator," he say, "yo' tail mighty limber." "It's made dat a way," says de Yalligator, "we're all jinted up accordin' to nater." Brer Rabbit, he 'low, "I 'speck dat's so, suh, an' mo' dan dat, I believe I'll go, suh. I'll get on yo' back ef you'll come a leetle closer. I'm a dreadin' de water mo' an' mo', suh." Yalligator float up, he's light ez a feather, wid a word here an' dar 'bout de wedder, an' how cold de water wuz down in de slushes, an' a grin on his mout dat showed all his tushes. Brer Rabbit, he say ter de grinnin' Yalligator, "I'll be much obliged ef you'll show me de waiter. Right on yo' back. Des jump on kinder straddlin'. You do de pantin' an' I'll do de paddlin'." An' right thoo de water dey went a skimmin', Brer Rabbit a pantin' an' de Yalligator swimmin'. Brer Rabbit, he say, "Yo' sho got yo' hand in, an' ef I ain't mistoken, you passin' de landin'." "You got good eyes," says Brer Yalligator. "I been waitin' long, an' I ain't a good waiter. You ain't forgot dat day in de stubble when you made me shake hands wid red hot trouble, when you got me in de dry grass inside de fire, an' I squenched myse'f by rollin' in de mire." Brer Rabbit, he sot dar a shakin' an' a shiverin', an' mo' dan dat, he wuz quakin' an' quiverin'. "I been so sick I wuz nigh ter dyin', an' de doctor come an' foun' me cryin'. He look me over fum A to Izzard, an' he say dat I needs some Rabbit Gizzard." Now all dis make Brer Rabbit feel funny, but he up an' 'low, "I'm de man fer yo' money. De folks all say I'm a quare ol' creetur, 'kaze I'm long been a huntin' fer de gizzard eater. I got a big un, but she done gun me trouble sence de doctor foun' dat she is double. I'm a tellin' you sump'n what I ain't had orter, but she has to come out eve'y time I cross water. De doctor say my skin won't hol' me ef my gizzard smell water. Dat what he tol' me. An' las' night I hit her in a hickory holler, an' I'll take you dar ef you des but foller." Brer Gator ain't hurt wid too much sense. He can't write his name, an' he can't climb a fence, an' he steer fer de bank whar all de trees is, whar de owl shake her wings an' wake up de breezes. He swum an' he steer twel he got ter de dry land. Brer Rabbit fetched a jump an' he lit on de high land. Wid "Good bye, Brer Gator, you wanter change yo' habits. Ef you bleedz ter eat gizzards, des hunt yo' Unc Rabbits." End of The Gator and the Rabbit Gizzard. Section 4 of The Tar Baby and Other Rhymes of Uncle Remus by Joel Chandler Harris. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Phil Chenevert. A Wishing Song. Atter usin' de spring fer a lookin' glass, a wish, wish, wishin', Mr. Rabbit took a walk on de pasture grass, a wish, wish, wishin'. De gals come along, will you let us pass? Des a wishin'. He bowed, he did, and he shot one eye, a wish, wish, wishin', and he tip his beaver when they pass by, des a wishin'. Oh, ladies all, ain't you skeered o' haints? A wish, wish, wishin'. Skeered or no, we're gwine to de dance, des a wishin'. Miss Meadows done say dat we kin go, a wish, wish, wishin', and show 'em how to skip on de heel and toe, des a wishin'. And it's, oh, Mr. Rabbit, won't you go 'long? A wish, wish, wishin', and dat's de reason I'm a singin' dis song, des a wishin'. And, oh, Mr. Rabbit, does you know de place? A wish, wish, wishin'. Mr. Rabbit chaw his cud and wrinkle his face, des a wishin'. It's right over yonder at de head of de dreen, a wish, wish, wishin', where de branch runs google and de leaves is green, des a wishin'. Mr. Fox'll scrape de fiddle, Miss Cows'll blow de horn, a wish, wish, wishin', and de tune gwine ter tell how de sheep shell corn, des a wishin'. Mr. Rabbit, he stood dar slicker dan sin, a wish, wish, wishin', a lookin' at de gals and a rubbin' his chin, des a wishin'. And ladies all, can you read me dis riddle, a wish, wish, wishin'? What gwine ter happen to my noodle niddle, a wish, wish, wishin', when dey's so much fox and so little fiddle, des a wishin'? So, ladies all, if you'll scoosen me, a wish, wish, wishin', I'll saunter roun' to de tremblin' tree, des a wishin'. I'll slip through de bushes and up I'll creep, a wish, wish, wishin', and listen to de mockingbird talkin' in his sleep, des a wishin'. End of A Wishing Song. Section 5 of The Tar Baby and Other Rhymes of Uncle Remus. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Phil Chenevert. How Brer Tarrypin Learned to Fly. Brer Tarrypin tired of promenadin' round, and he lay in de sun right flat on de ground. His foots was cold and his eyes was red, and it looked like sump'n done bunged up his head. But he watched Brer Buzzard a sailin' in de sky, and he wished from his heart dat he could fly. Fill-a-my-luna-lina, fill-a-my-lina-ly. He frown and he grunt and he grunt and he groan, he sniffle and snuffle, he wheeze and he moan. He drop de big tear in de acorn cup, and de bug dat run out, he gobble him up. Brer Buzzard flewed, and he flewed mighty high. He flap his wings and he wink his eye. Fill-a-my-luna-lina, fill-a-my-lina-ly. He see Brer Tarrypin lyin' flat, and he chuckle to hisself, "Ho, ho, look at dat! Hit's a mighty funny place fer ter make a bed, and he may be sick, and he may be dead." So he drop down slow and he drop down sly, but Tarrypin watchin' wid his red eye. Fill-a-my-luna-lina, fill-a-my-lina-ly. Buzzard, he lit a little up de slope, and hit de gate called de Buzzard Lope, and den Brer Tarrypin tuck in his head, and he lay des like he done gone to bed. Brer Buzzard, he holler, "Hey, hi, hi!" and Tarrypin 'spon', "Ay-yi, ay-yi! Fill-a-my-luna-lina, fill-a-my-lina-ly." "You keep yo'se'f shot up in yo' shell," Brer Buzzard 'low, "but I hope you er well." Brer Tarrypin say he feelin' he's smart, is what a man kin wid a swelled up heart, and de liver all blue and a blood red eye, and he moaned and groaned and he cried, "Oh my! Fill-a-my-luna-lina, fill-a-my-lina-ly." Better get de doctor, Brer Buzzard say. He'll cure yo' sho' nuff if dere's any way. I done been saw him, Brer Tarrypin 'low, an' he up an' tole me dat my onliest how is to find somebody dat'll tote me high an' turn me loose so I'll learn how to fly. Fill-a-my-luna-lina, fill-a-my-lina-lie. Brer Buzzard, he say, "Why, bless you, chile, you kin count on me," an' he smole a smile. "When it comes to heft you a right smart chunk, but I speck I kin tote you," an' den he wunk. "I'll tote you low an' I'll tote you high, I'll tote you past an' I'll tote you by. Fill-a-my-luna-lina, fill-a-my-lina-lie." He ruffle his feathers an' he flap his wings wid, "Dis is de trouble dat friendship brings. But I'll take it all an' ax fer mo', if so be I kin git you to go." Brer Tarrypin study, an' he look at de sky, 'kaze his heart wuz sot on learnin' ter fly. Fill-a-my-luna-lina, fill-a-my-lina-lie. Down on his hunkers Brer Buzzard squat, an' up on his back Brer Tarrypin got. 'Twuz slip an' fall, but he got on, an' de nex' news you know, dey bofe wuz gone. A sailin' low an' a sailin' high, a sailin' fur an' a sailin' nigh. Fill-a-my-luna-lina, fill-a-my-lina-lie. "Now how shall I l'arn?" Brer Tarrypin say. Brer Buzzard 'spon', "I'll show you de way. I'm a flyin' high, but I'll start down, den you turn loose an' sail all 'roun'." Brer Tarrypin say, an' he shot his eye, "Ef we go much higher we'll 'sturb de sky. Fill-a-my-luna-lina, fill-a-my-lina-lie." Tarrypin turn loose, an' down he come, wid a blip an' a blap an' a blim blam blum. He come wid a squeal, he come wid a squall, dey ain't nobody ever had sech a fall. An' a mighty good reason, he wuz up so high dat when he hit de groun' he wuz dead mighty nigh. Fill-a-my-luna-lina, fill-a-my-lina-lie. Buzzard, he foller fer ter see it done well, wid, "'Low, ol' friend, it seems like you fell, an' all you hatter do wuz ter flop yo' wings." Tarrypin groan, he says, "By jings, I know one thing, an' dat ain't two. I know one thing wid my fill-a-my-loo. I know one thing, an' I know it right. I know how ter fly, but I dunner how ter light. Sump'n er other tole me ez I sail in de sky, learn how ter light 'fo' you learn how ter fly. Fill-a-my-luna-lina, fill-a-my-lina-lie." End of How Brer Tarrypin Learned to Fly. Section 6 of the Tar Baby and Other Rhymes of Uncle Remus by Joel Chandler Harris. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Phil Chenevert. It's good to be old if you know how to do. Some 50 year ago, if I'd 'a' been told dat some fine day I'd be glad to be old, I'd 'a' sassed 'em all and laughed in de face, and dared 'em to run me a mile foot race. I'd 'a' up an' 'a' cut de pigeon wing, 'kaze I allers felt like a cold in de spring. I'd 'a' whirled in de air and lit on my feet, for when it come to dat I couldn't be beat. I'd 'a' grinned right at 'em, but now I know lots better than I knowed some 50 year ago. 'Kaze now I kin set right flat in my chair and call back de days from year to year. And wid no need ter call, 'kaze time I sets down, dey all comes a flittin' and a flyin' 'roun'. And all wid de Sunday doin's on, and all de troubles done clean gone. And I sets up wid 'em, and I draps ter sleep, glad fer ter git my fun so cheap. It's de same ez a frolic, fer now I know lots better than I knowed some 50 year ago. No shade fer me, I kin set in de sun, and I hear dem chillun, and see 'em run, and over de hills when de day is long I kin hear de plough hands homin' song. And in de creek bottom go bing go bang, I kin hear de racket er de new groun' gang. And it seem mighty queer dat it come to pass, 'Kase chillun and niggers is under de grass. Dey er dar, dey er here, and one thing sho, I never would 'a' believed it 50 year ago. Little chillun die, and you think dey er gone, and you weep and wail wid de mornin' on. Fam'ly and friends, dey er tooken too, and it seems like de reaper won't never get through. Both big and little, both young and ole, dey all got to answer to de call of de roll. Dey answer and go, does you 'spect dat's all? Is de oak tree sorry when de acorns fall? Bless you, honey, I know what I know, lots better than I did some 50 year ago. Dey all comes back, and dey comes to stay, and you has 'em wif you both night and day. And I dunner where yo' eyes if you can't see dem chillun a standin' right at my knee, wid shinin' eyes and ha'r fallin' free, one little gal and little boys 3. And most every day when de light gets pale, I ketch myself a tellin' 'em a tale, and I goes on and tells it, for now I know lots better than I knowed some 50 year ago. Uncle Remus, dey hollers at me, please tell 'bout de rabbit what clomb de tree. And den dey laughs and claps der hands, wid "Dis is de way dat Br'er Rabbit stands." And den dey mingles wid de chillun dat's new, and I get so dazed I dunno what to do. And when dey plays at hide and switch, I scratches my head to tell t'other from which. And I never could tell if I didn't know lots mo' than I knowed some 50 year ago. Some 50 year ago, if I'd 'a' been told dat some fine day I'd be glad to be old, and der'd 'a' been a quarrel, yet I'm sholy glad, fer I can't make a move but it's "Please wait, Dad." Run, get Daddy's hat, run, get Daddy's cane, come, bresh Daddy's coat, ain't you 'fraid it'll rain? I waits fer it all, and den I has to wait twel some un um runs and opens de gate, and it makes me laugh, fer now I know lots more than I knowed some 50 year ago. And it's des dat-a-way day in and day out, every time I turn 'round, every time I walk about. No matter when I come, no matter when I go, it's des like dancin' to Jimmy Long Joe. It's des like skippin' to Jimmy Long Jeems. All day when I'm wake, all night when I dreams, dey er playin' close by, no matter where I stand. And when I doze off, dey er holdin' my hand. Dey er allers wid me, 'kase now I know lots better dan I knowed some 50 year ago. End of It's Good to Be Old If You Know How to Do. Section 7 of The Tar Baby and Other Rhymes of Uncle Remus by Joel Chandler Harris. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Phil Chenevert. The Hard-Headed Woman. Now den, honey, I tell you what, you be like de woman and de big dinner pot. If you don't mind your mammy, you don't see how come it. Well, I tell you right now, you ain't fur from it. You can blindfold my eyes, and I'll call your name. It's hello, Mr. Hardhead, ain't you shame? You can grin and twist and squirm and frown, but I know your name by the way it sound. Don't pull that shoe knife, just put it down. Don't pester my pegs, and drop that all. You'll stick yourself with it, and then you'll squall. Don't fool with my feelings, don't scatter the tacks. You'll drap 'em on the floor and lose 'em in the cracks. Don't tangle my twine, and don't chaw up my wax. What can you do? Why, set still a minute, and the way fer to do it is to commence and begin it. I tell you, honey, you done got so wild dat nobody'll believe you're Miss Sally's child. You want to hear a tale? Well, you sho do skeer me, 'kase how can you sit right still and hear me? De ole sow done got up from whar you knocked her, and de heifer is lookin' fer to see who rocked her. You're surely ailin', and you'll hatter see de doctor. I don't know what gwine to happen if dey ain't somethin' done. If you ain't rockin' creeturs, dey ain't no fun. Boys bleeze to have fun, you say dat yourself, er else dey mought ez well be put on de shelf. It mought 'a been Gregory, Yellowbama. For de goodness sake, put down dat hammer. In one er de udder there lived a 'oman. She was 9 parts Injun and 1 part human. She lived in a wood lot close to water, and she done a heap of things that she ain't had oughter. De neighbors say that she done kilt her daughter. She had a bad temper, and her clacking tongue was long and loud and mighty well hung. Her old man done de best that he could. He split up kindlin' and he chopped up wood. He fotch home meal and he fotch home meat. Yet she never would cook what he wanter eat. She was hard-headed, honey, just like you, and what folks wanted was the thing she won't do. But she'd scold and quarrel the whole day through, and she'd be contrary and act like a mule, till the neighbors all say she's a Friday-born fool. If her husband want grits, she'd cook him greens. If he wants roast tater, she'd bile him beans. If he want fried meat, she'd make corn bread, and de pone was so hard 'twould 'a' broke his head. If she had a hit him, he'd 'a' done gone dead. She'd kindle a fire wid sparrer grass, and give her old man de wuss kind of sass. She'd burn de spare rib and scorch de tripe. When it comes to meanness, she was good and ripe. Her old man watch and wait and pray for de time fer to come when she'd change her way. He spit in de ashes and make a cross mark, and sump'n rudder told him to wait twel dark. When de moon looks pale and de loony dogs bark, and put in de pot when de big owls hoot, some thunderwood buds and calamus root. Well, dat night de 'oman comes in kinder late, and she slam things round like you does de gate. Atter kickin' up a rippet and gettin' things hot, she built a big fire on de dinner pot. She put in some dumperlings, likewise some peas, and flung in a sheep's head on top of dese. De water 'gun to bubble, and de vittles it fout, twel de sheep head butted de dumperlings out, and de peas went flyin' all round and about. De 'oman she stripped off her homespun sack, wid "No matter what happens, dat pot I'll crack." She got de axe, but de pot see her comin', and it jump off de fire and dust went a hummin'. Mon entered de woods, dat pot did sneak beyond de branch and way beyond de creek. It run and run twel de 'oman get weak, and when she got cotch wid a bamboo briar, here come de pot wid a chunk of red fire. And den she yell, and den she squall, and de pot was dar fer ter ketch her when she fall. And she never come back, and de pot des laugh, a hoppin' and a skippin' up de spring path. It come, it did, and straddled de place where it been settin' at, and washed its face, and scraped off de mud and wiped off de grease, and de man eat his supper for one time in peace. End of The Hard-Headed Woman. Section 8 of The Tar Baby and Other Rhymes of Uncle Remus by Joel Chandler Harris. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Phil Chenevert. 2 tales in 1, 1 tale in 2. Folks think they're smart, and I 'spect it's so, 'cause most anybody bleeze to know what they know. But when you dig down to the truth and all, you feel like creepin' through a hole in the wall. And you don't want the hole fer to be too wide, 'kase you want a place where you can hide. For dat what you know mighty certain and sho' ain't mo' dan a thimbleful what you ain't know. When you run yo' head in a hornet's nest, you can say what you please and think de rest, but de ve'y fust thing dat you wanter do is to jump up from dar and shuffle yo' shoe. Man, I wish you'd hush. You want to get away. Dey ain't money 'nuff fer ter make you stay. Well, what you dunno is got claws and wings. It zooms in yo' year, it zooms and stings. What? Tell you a tale that I don't know. Is you ever heard the one about Tippy Toe? You ain't? Well, that's mighty funny to me, and I speck I better tell 'bout Fleeter my knee. 1 tale in 2 and 2 tales in 1. By de time dey're finish, dey're mighty nigh done. You listen and laugh, you listen and cry, but yo' face will be straight and yo' eye will be dry. Dey was born in a well, and dey wa'n't no doubt dat dey couldn't fall in, so dey had to fall out. And de folks all say dat it sho was a sin fer to be fallin' out when dey orter fall in. And dey wondered and wondered how dat kin be, and dey hunted and hunted fer Fleeter my knee, but he weren't to be found ner tippy toe, and dat's how come dey ain't nobody know. And down to dis day, when folks settin' still and lookin' way off 'cross de creek and de hill, and frownin' up when dey shuts der eyes, puttin' on specks fer to make um look wise, dey're wonderin', speshually if dey rubs der chin, how it feels to fall out when you orter fall in. Dey're watchin' and waitin' and tryin' to see little Tippy Toe and Fleeter my knee. Sometimes in de night you'll hear a mouse squeal, 'kaze Tippy Toe done trod on his heel. And sometimes you'll wake and hear de wall crack, but it's Fleeter my knee a drivin' a tack. Dey gets in de kitchen and makes de pans leak, and dey creeps in de closet and makes de shoes squeak. And dey stops de clock, but der prettiest trick is to swing on de pendulum and make it tick. In de middle er de night, when you hear de dog howl, and de bullfrog grumble like he's talkin' to de owl, and de killdee holler like he's skeered to death, and de wind do like she's holdin' her breath, and de moon slips along twel she finds a cloud fer to hide behind, and de geeses all crowd close up toge'rr, it's because dey see little Tippy Toe and Fleeter my knee. And de katydids, wid der chatterin' song, you'd think 'twould take um all night long fer to tell what dey ain't do and what dey done, a jawin' and a sputin' one by one. But turnin' 12, dey simmers down, and you can't hear one fer miles around. Dey er mo' dan willin' fer to give de flow to Fleeter my knee and Tippy Toe. And chillun like you better keep der eyes skun, so dey'll know what's mischief fum dat what's fun. 'Kaze Fleeter my knee and Tippy Toe, dey're watchin' you close whar'msoever you go. Whar'msoever you go, whar'msoever you do, dey're wid you all day and de whole night thoo. Dey'll raise up de kiver when you're in bed, and pull at yo' toes and tousle yo' head, and you'll whimper and groan and jump in yo' sleep, and be slidin' down places dat's slick and steep, and Rawhead and Bloody Bones will be drivin' his teams both backwards and forwards thoo all er yo' dreams. How you gwine to keep 'em off? Why, honey, whirl in and try to be good, des as good as you kin. End of Two Tales in One, One Tale in Two. Section 9 of The Tar Baby and Other Rhymes of Uncle Remus by Joel Chandler Harris. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Phil Chenevert. Why the Frog Has No Tail. Now, honey, you listen and keep right still, and I'll tell you 'bout de frog what live nigh de mill. He stayed in de pond when he wa'n't on de bank, and hot days he stayed where de grass was rank. He liked cold water, and he liked de sun. He was marked like a clown and full of fun. When he stood up, he sot, and he hopped when he run. Day in and day out, he was much de same. Brer Bullfrog dey named him, and he answered to de name. Pop-eyed he was, wid no ha'r on his head, and there wasn't no tellin' when he went to bed, 'kaze he'd watch all day and beller all night, and de creeturs all say dat wasn't right. And mo' dan dat, dey say 'twuz a shame dat any kinder creetur should ruin his name. Brer Bullfrog say, "Come along, oh come, I ain't got nothin' but a jug of rum. Jug of rum, jug of rum, I'll gi' you some." De creeturs dey say it's wuss and wuss, and de fust news you know, he'll up and cuss, he'll get so mad dat he'll swell up and bust. Br'er Rabbit, he hear 'bout de jug of rum, and he smack his mout wid a yum yum yum, and he study and study how he'll get 'im a dram, and by he went on de ole mill dam. De water look so cool it make him shiver. Bullfrog say, "'Tain't cool is de river." De water lap, lap, Br'er Rabbit's skin creep. Brer Bullfrog beller, knee deep, knee deep. Br'er Rabbit jump in, kersplish, kersplash, and it was like to have been de last of his hash. He fotched a snort and he fotched a sneeze. It made him cough and it made him wheeze. He allers strangle when it's deeper dan his knees. Br'er Rabbit put out and put out faster, and de frog he laugh like a bull in de pasture. Atter dat, Br'er Rabbit he watch and wait. He riz mighty soon, and he went to bed late. He watch by de poplar and by de mill gate. There was times when he laugh and times when he grin. He was fixin' fer to take dat bullfrog in. Well, time flickered on, and Brer Bullfrog 'gun ter think 'bout gwine fum de pond to de bog. He wash his neck and he wipe his feet, so de gals would think he was mighty sweet. And when he come out, mon, he was dressed, a long green coat and a white silk vest, breeches fer to match, and shoes wid buckles, and a green umbrella fer to keep off de speckles, and a little cocked hat full of green and white speckles. 'Twaz a right smart piece from de pond to de river, so he done up his tail in de umbrella kiver. Ay, yi, dat's sump'n dat don't seem to strike you. Well, laugh on, honey, and make folks like you. Br'er Rabbit see him comin', and des for fun make like he scared and broke and run. Brer Bullfrog bellered, "Whar's my gun?" and hopped on atter as hard as he kin, and Brer Rabbit try hard fer to hide a grin. He led Brer Fox to a holler tree, and in he went wid, "You can't get me," and out he popped on the other side, whilst de frog hop in wid his umbrella wide. De frog holler out, "I dar you to come," and he talk des like he wuz in a bass drum. Now, ole Smarty Rabbit had done brung his axe, and he hit de holler some mighty hard whacks. I ain't tellin' nothin' but de natchul facts. De frog get skeered at so much maulin', 'kaze he think dat bimeby de trees be a fallin'. Brer Rabbit wuz dar, and when de frog move, he chop his tail off, smick smack smoove. De frog fotch a beller and make fer de river. He lef his tail and de umbrella kiver. He lef dem dar right on de groun', and de tail it wiggled twel de sun went down. End of Why the Frog Has No Tail. Section 10 of The Tar Baby and Other Rhymes of Uncle Remus by Joel Chandler Harris. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Phil Chenevert. Uncle Remus captures a dream. Out dar in de dark, when folks is asleep, dey's things gwine on dat'll make you creep. Dey's a crowd or sump'n out dar at play, from de middle of de night sprang on twel day. And de mortal stillness dat falls on all is de noise dey make when dey cry and call. It's over and under and round again, dey flits wid de shadders and flies wid de wind. And dreams long dreamt slip out of de swamp and make de plans for a mighty romp. And doors fly open without a squeak when dey start to play at hide and seek. And dey rides de ponies, wing and breeze, out over de fields and through de trees. It's over and under and round again, dey flits wid de shadders and flies wid de wind. De frocks is made of de new moonshine, carded and rolled and spun mighty fine. Dey spins 'em derself and trims 'em all wid de trailin' fog dat you see in de fall. And de time fer to ketch de dreams and things is when dey are swingin' in spider-web swings. It's over and under and round again, dey flits wid de shadders and flies wid de wind. And if you're old and not too fat, I speck you can ketch 'em underneath your hat. De fust un I cotch I wuz past my prime, but I've ketched 'em sence mo' en many's de time. And when you ketch 'em, dey're your'n fer good, 'kaze dey can't get away, and dey wouldn't if dey could. It's over and under and round again, dey flits wid de shadders and flies wid de wind. You'll hatter be ol' and natchully tough 'cause the sights they'll show you be mo' than enough. And you better be asleep if you catch a dream, because if you ain't, it'll make things seem like they did to the man what fell from the tree. He struck a limb, and he say, hee hee, I believe my soul, kerblimity blum, that the whole wide world done got out of plumb. The last dream I cotch, I helt it to my ear, and I wish I could tell you all what I hear. It was, oh, hold me tight, oh, hold me fast. I'm the breath what you see on the looking glass. I'm the silver bugle, I'm the wedding bell. I'm dem what stumbled and dem what fell. I'm the old home spring, I'm the orchard path. I'm the big black log, I'm the kitchen hearth. I'm the chap you toted when you was strong. I'm the song you sung him all night long. I'm the old red road and the tryin' hill. I'm the creek and the pond and the old grist mill. I'm the spinning wheel and the banging loom, the long wide hall and the upstairs room. I'm the mistress and master and the buckra man. I'm kittle and trivet, I'm skillet and pan. I'm dem what go and dem what come. I'm dem what march to the beat of the drum. I'm dem what dance by the light of the moon. I'm the dance itself, and I'm the tune. I'm dem what sung the midnight song. I'm the way they went when they went along. I'm the flutterin' hands like they ringin' a bell. I'm the so long honeys and the fare you well. I'm dem what fiddled twel the break of day. I'm the torch they dropped when they went away. I'm dem what rambled and dem what run, dem what frolicked and had the fun. I'm dem what plowed and hoed the corn. I'm the plow and the hoe and the dinner horn. I'm dem what looked wid the seein' eye. I'm the bended head and the long goodbye. Any warm night, if you set right still, you can hear me callin' from over the hill. And over the meadows and down the dreen, you can hear me whisper of what I seen. And the Willis whiskers, they'll jine in and tell where I'm gwine and where I been. And it's over and under and round again. I flits with the shadows and flies with the wind. End of Uncle Remus Captures a Dream. Section 11 of The Tar Baby and Other Rhymes of Uncle Remus by Joel Chandler Harris. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Phil Chenevert. Why the Buzzard's Head is Bald. T-U turkey, T-U tie, T-U turkey, Buzzard's eye. You can see her sailin' way up in the sky. If she was to shut her wings and fall, you'd see for yourself that her head is bald. P.O. Peter, P.O. Pan, her head des as bald as the palm of your hand. And a mighty good reason, but that's a tale, as the possum said to the slippery rail. Br'er Rabbit in dem days was monstrous gay, and he had both a home and a place for to stay if he ever get cotched out night or day. He find him a poplar with 2 big rooms that Miss Breezy keep clean with a brand new brooms. And he grabbed a place where he can hide and sleep with both eyes open wide. He lick his chops and he wash his face with, of all the places, dish here's the place. Now he been a gwine there for some little time, and 'twaz all so quiet that he liked it prime. And he feel like singin' a old time hymn. But one day while he's pirootin' round, a huntin' for dat what never is found, Ol' Miss Buzzard comes a struttin' by, and viewed the holler from the corner of her eye. She been a huntin' a place for her nest, and of all the places she liked dis the best. She grinned a grin, and she clucked a cluck, wid laws a massy, what luck, what luck. And she laughed and laughed twel her top knot shuck. Then she went wid a swish and a flop. Wid a spraddlin' walk and a hippity hop, she took to the east, she took to the west, and wid 11 little splinters she built her nest. A handful of trash and a bunch of fuzz. She whirled round twice, and dar she was. By Br'er Rabbit come a lopin' in. He's smooth as silk and slicker than sin, a chawin' his tobacco wid a chuckle and a grin. 'Twuz dark as flugens, an' yet 'twasn't long 'fo' Brer Rabbit knowed dat sump'n wuz wrong. 'Twuz somebody been here, an' I ain't glad, 'kaze whoever 'twuz, dey breff mighty bad. Miss Buzzard, she kinder squirm on her nes', 'kaze she got de idee she's good ez de bes'. Brer Rabbit, he slap his foot on de flo', wid, I dunner who 'twuz, but what I does know is he better hunt de doctor wharsomever he go. "Oh, thanky, Brer Rabbit," says Miss Buzzard, says she. "De way you make frien's sholy 'stonishes me. Ef you don't watch out, you lose yo' meat. Not whiles I kin wiggle all er my feet," says ol' Brer Rabbit, an' den he wheeze, "I bet you a thrip I'm gwine ter sneeze." He try ter hold in, but he snows an' he snows, an' he work his year an' he wiggle his nose, wid dis gits wusser de furder it goes. Well, time loped on, an' when her eggs hatch, Miss Buzzard she sho had to grub an' scratch. Ez de sayin' is, but de grubbin' she done wuz de kinder grubbin' dat wasn't much fun, an' her chillun wuz greedy. Ter hear de cries, you'd 'a' thunk dey wuz starvin' right 'fo' yo' eyes. Miss Buzzard muched 'em up an' talk mighty sweet, an' promise um a dinner er right fresh meat. Brer Rabbit he chuckle, he's good ez wheat, but de j'inin' holler will des fit me, an' I'll set in dar whar I kin see. An' he sot so still you'd 'a' thunk he wuz 'sleep. An' he fool Miss Buzzard when she come ter peep, so she stop up de holler wid mud an' sticks, but ol' Brer Rabbit know'd all her tricks. She named his name, but he lay back an' snow, an' do like he ain't gwineter wake no mo'. An' den she say, "You're my meat, sho." Brer Rabbit he 'low, "Oh, please'm, let me out. You say you won't? Well, I think you mought. In 'membunce er ol' times, well ez de new. Ef you won't, you won't, so it's good bye ter you." An' den he went slippin' outer his back do', an' he lef' Miss Buzzard a walkin' er de flo'. When Brer Rabbit runs, he sho is a flyer, an' he put out ter whar Mr. Man had a fire fer ter burn off de new groun' brush an' brier, an' he got him a pan an' red hot embers, de sort what warms you in de col' Decembers, an' den he run home ez hard ez he kin, wid, "Oh, Miss Buzzard, please, let me in." She flew right at him wid wing an' claw, an' he plunked de embers on her jaw, an' on her neck, an' on her head, an' in her house, an' on her bed. An' dey scorched her so dat her eyes got red, an' she flung a flutter, an' she fetched a squall. "Laws a massy, Brer Rabbit, you burnin' me ball!" An' fum dat day till dis, both fur an' wide, whar de buzzards had top knots, it's mostly hide. End of Why the Buzzard's Head is Bald. Section 12 of The Tar Baby and Other Rhymes of Uncle Remus by Joel Chandler Harris. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Phil Chenevert. De ol' Stand-Bys. Watermillions fresh from de vine, anybody will say dey're fine. An' rabbit in hash is nice, stirred up with a handful of rice. An' down in dis neighborhood, dey say Brer Possum is good. An' den dar's de big pole beans, an' ol' time collard greens, wif leaf blue stemmed an' wide. You kin have 'em biled or fried. An' turnips, purple an' white, I wish I had some dis night. Yet millions, possums, rabbits, dey has der ways an' habits, an' de seasons, one an' all, summer an' winter an' fall. An' likewise collard greens an' turnips an' pole beans. An' some come twice a year, an' some er dese last don't care if dey come or not. Dat's why folks watch for de clouds in de sky. But dey all good enough in der place fer ter make a sinner say grace. But den dar's de long come shorts, when you have ter put up wid all sorts. Den gimme de cornbread pone, an' please'm make it full grown, an' a dish full of whippoorwill peas, biled up with plenty of grease, and buttermilk fresh from the churn, sour enough to burn, and tingle on yo' tongue and creep twel it tastes like yo' foot's asleep. The old Stand-Bys is here, they're with us all de year. You don't have to wait or hunt, they're right at hand every month. They're with you rain or drought, if the wind blow north or south. Shucks, I done gone to dribble at the mouth. End of The Old Stand-Bys. Section 13 of The Tar Baby and Other Rhymes of Uncle Remus by Joel Chandler Harris. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Phil Chenevert. Br'er Rabbit's Gigglin' Place. Time was when de creeturs had different places fer to eat dey snacks and wash dey faces. A place fer to talk and a place fer tusslin', whensomever dey happen to get through dey hustlin'. A place fer smokin' and a place fer chawin', a place fer jumpin' and a place fer jawin', a place fer kickin' and a place fer pawin', a place fer moanin' and a place fer pinin', a place fer howlin' and a place fer whinin'. Dey was gettin' 'long well and livin' scrumptious, and none but de camel was anyways bumptious. You moughter fed um on cornmeal mushes, 'kase dey ain't find out dey had claws or tushes. Dey never was sorry ner solemn colic when dey laid by de crops dey was in fer a frolic. Brer Fox knowed how fer to tetch up de fiddle with tumty tum tum and tumty iddle tiddle, and gals cross over from de side to de middle. And dem what worked in de heavy timber done got so dat dey legs ain't limber. Dey sot off in a clump tergedder and talk about craps and de rainy weather, and watch de dancers light as a feather, and shake their heads and do some frownin' when de fiddle was des a singin' and a soundin'. As much as to say, up time will free us, and you'll soon be as now you see us. Now a dance at de best is a kinder mix-up, and old Rab was skeered dat dey had some tricks up, and whiles Brer Fox was a sawin' on de fiddle, Br'er Rabbit was a tellin' Brer B'ar a riddle dat made him laugh twel he shake in de middle. Brer B'ar he laugh, but old Br'er Rabbit do like he done got out de habit. You'd 'a' thunk somebody had done hurt his feelin's wid de shiffle shuffle and de jigamareelin's. Now, where dere's any gigglin', de crowd's bound to go dar, and to keep from bein' squushed, Br'er Rabbit says, "Whoa dar!" and he call to Brer Fox wid, "Please play some mo' dar." Brer Fox he say he bleeze to mind his fiddle, and old Brer B'ar still shuck in de middle. Miss Wolf up and ax, "What you find dat's so funny?" And de answer was, "Mr. Beans swallered Bunny." "Lawsy me!" says Miss Wolf, and she got dar grinnin', "Br'er Rabbit, you sho does need a skinnin'." Brer Fox he say, "Des stop yo' chaffin'. You see fer yo'se'f Br'er Rabbit ain't a laughin'. Ef trouble wuz ter come, he look like he'd nab it." "Right you is, Brer Fox," says ol' Brer Rabbit, "en mo' dan dat, I'd reach out en grab it, kaze I never did b'lieve in comp'ny snigglin', en I done got a place whar I does my gigglin'." En dey all un um axed 'im, "Wharbouts is it? Des show us de way en we'll pay it a visit." Brer Rabbit makes out he had money en los' um, en he hope Brer Fox fer ter fin' his rozzum, hummin' "Yam spells tater en tater spells 'possum." En den 'twa'n't long 'fo' de dance it broke up. Brer Fox stay behime, en atter while spoke up en ax Brer Rabbit whar his gigglin' place. "It ain't so mighty fur fum de wigglin' place, en you sholy is here tell er dat, suh, kaze once dar you'll giggle twel you lose yo' hat, suh. En you may lose yo' hide. I seed sech cases whar dem what is quare got lost in quare places. But dis kinder talk wuz wuss dan no talk, ef he know'd he'd git scolloped by a knock-kneed Mohawk. Brer Fox would 'a' went, der wuz no need fer mo' talk. So Brer Rabbit say he'd be glad fer ter take 'im, kaze he too perlite fer ter up en shake 'im. En Brer Fox went, wid a gallop en a wiggle, fer ter see de place whar Brer Rabbit giggle. After so long dey got dar, and Brer Rabbit showed it, and Brer Fox 'low dat he never would 'a' knowed it. Ol' Rab smole a smile, an' den he tol' 'im how ter giggle an' giggle twel a hoss can't hol' 'im. 'Tain't ez you see it, but de way you do it. Dat big bush yonder, you mus' run right thoo it. Ef it had been a trap, Brer Fox would 'a' flew it. But he run thoo de bush, an' den he hollered, he yapped an' he wapped, an' den he wallered. An' de reason wuz plain why he make sech a racket. He had run right over Mr. Yaller Jacket, an' de bush wuz de home er de bald headed hornet. Brer Fox, he yalloped right straight on it. He run thoo gullies an' he jumped over ditches, 'kaze he had 10 dozen in his britches. Brer Rabbit heard sump'n 'bout dang dong ding 'em, an' he loped off home 'kaze he scared dey'd sting 'im. End of Br'er Rabbit's Gigglin' Place. Section 14 of the Tar Baby and Other Rhymes of Uncle Remus by Joel Chandler Harris. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Phil Chenevert. Mr. Rabbit run fur, Mr. Rabbit run fas', 'kaze dey schoolsed him a givin' de gals some sass. Wid de fingers in de ears dey stomped der feet, wid, "Des lis'n at dat! Is you ever hear de beat?" Yet all in de world dat Brer Rabbit say was, "Howdy, my honeys! Witch 'em away, witch 'em away! You're gettin' too old fer ter be so gay. I b'lieve in my soul you're turnin' gray." Mr. Owl he seed a big star shoot, an' he blow his horn wid a toot toot toot. Mr. Fox come along wid a han' ter his year, an' de gals dey holler, "Brer Fox, run here!" Mr. Fox he grin an' show his tush. "Please come an' make Brer Rabbit hush. We wasn't doin' nothin' but dancin' on de grass, an' here he come wid his mouf full er sass." Mr. Owl he see de near star shoot, an' he make his horn go toot toot toot. Mr. Fox scratch hisse'f behime de ear, wid a tut tut tut, "What's dis I hear?" An' de gals dey say, "You hears de trufe." An' den Mr. Fox wid a whiff waff woof try ter swaller Brer Rabbit, but he swallered de air. He snapped, he did, but he never touched a hair. An' a mighty good reason, Brer Rabbit wasn't dar. 1 star, 2 stars, 3 stars shoot, an' ol' Mr. Owl blow toot toot toot. Mr. Rabbit from behime de mullein stalk holler, "Ladies all, I'm gwine ter take a walk. I wuz makin' fun, but I'm sorry I spoke, fer all I say wa'n't nothin' but a joke." "La, Brer Rabbit, an' whyn't you tell us? 'Kaze we likes you better dan de yuther fellers." Mr. Rabbit he laugh an' wiggle his smellers, "An' de hoss apple falls long 'fo' it mellers. 2 stars, 3 stars, 4 stars shoot." Mr. Owl he laugh an' toot toot toot. Mr. Rabbit he say, "You're in yo' prime. I tol' you that, but you ain't give me time." Miss Meadows she say, "Don't lose yo' chance. Let's go ter my house an' we'll all have a dance." Mr. Rabbit he laugh an' shake his head, "What mo' kin you say when all is said? I'm de one that's gray, Brer Fox is red. I kin be my own friend when all is fled. I'm gwine fer ter get some calamus root an' lissen ter de whippoorwill a playin' on his flute. Mr. Whippoorwill he won't stay still, Mr. Whippoorwill a playin' on his flute. End of Mr. Rabbit run fur, Mr. Rabbit run fas'. Section 15 of the Tar Baby and Other Rhymes of Uncle Remus by Joel Chandler Harris. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Phil Chenevert. Baylor's Mail. Run, little brothers, run, yo' journey's des begun, and many a long mile stretches from settin' to risin' sun. And it's whack if the patroller catches, and it's whoop when yo' journey's done. It's fun for the one that fetches, for the one that carries, none. Oh, run in the bushes, brothers, down the long corn furs run. Run in the heat what smothers, in the frost what grips you mun. It's way-o for the hills what beckon, way-o for the low grounds wide. You're moving now, I reckon, when you rock from side to side. Run, little brothers, run, 'twixt settin' and risin' sun. Watch out for dem what foller, wid track dogs and wid gun. Break through the swampy holler, yo' journey will soon be done. Past the place where the wild hogs waller, the race is mighty nigh won. And it's out where the hills is rollin', where the road and the runner is one. De time is come for polin', run, little brothers, run. Across the fur-line stretches what hold the breath of the sun. It's meat for the man what fetches, for the man what carries none. Run, little brothers, run. Time passes mightily, mon. No time for cabin tattle when the way and the wisher is won. No time for to count the cattle to see if they brindle or done. Just make the bushes rattle when you break from trot to run. No dodging the water what splashes, it's part of the frolicking fun. When you skip through the sloughs and slashes, run, little brothers, run. And the Milky Way is shifting to whar it can see the sun, and the night is surely lifting. Run, little brothers, run. The east is showing yellow, and the stars go one by one, but the hills will take yo' hello when the morning streamers is spun, and make it saft and mellow. Run, little brothers, run. Time it gets to the other fellow, and then yo' journey's done. End of Baylor's Mail. Section 16 of the Tar Baby and Other Rhymes of Uncle Remus by Joel Chandler Harris. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Phil Chenevert. Revival Hymn. Oh, whar shall we go when that great day comes, with the blowing of the trumpets and the banging of the drums? How many po' sinners will be cotched out late and find no latch to the golden gate? No use fer to wait twel tomorrer, the sun mustn't set on yo' sorrer. Sins is sharp as a bamboo briar. Oh, Lord, fetch the mourners up higher. When the noshers of the earth is a standin' all around, who's gwine to be chosen fer to war the glory crown? Who's a gwine fer to stand stiff-kneed and bold, and answer to the name at the callin' of the roll? You better come now if you comin'. Old Satan is loose and a bummin'. The wheels of distraction is a hummin'. Oh, come along, sinner, if you comin'. De song of salvation is a mighty sweet song, and the paradise wind blow fur and blow strong. And Abraham's bosom hits soft and hits wide, and right dar's the place where the sinners oughter hide. Oh, you needn't to be a stoppin' and a lookin'. If you fool with old Satan, you'll get tooken. You'll hang on the edge and get shooken if you keep on a stoppin' and a lookin'. The time is right now, and dish yere's the place. Let the sun of salvation shine square in your face. Fight the battles of the Lord, fight soon and fight late, and you allers find a latch to the golden gate. No use fer to wait twel tomorrow, the sun mustn't set on your sorrer. Sins as sharp as a bamboo briar, ask the Lord fer to fetch you up higher. End of Revival Hymn. Section 17 of the Tar Baby and Other Rhymes of Uncle Remus by Joel Chandler Harris. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Phil Chenevert. Camp Meeting Song. Oh, the world's is round and the world's is wide. Lord, 'member dese chillun in de mornin'. It's a mighty long ways up de mountain side, and there ain't no place for dem sinners fer to hide, and there ain't no place where sin can abide when the Lord shall come in de mornin'. Look up and look around, fling your burden on de ground. It's a gettin' mighty close on to mornin'. Smooth away sin's frown, reach up and get the crown what the Lord will fetch in the mornin'. De hand of redemption, hit's held out to you. Lord, 'member dem sinners in de mornin'. Hit's a mighty patient hand, but de days is but few when Satan he'll come a demandin' of his due, and de stiff-necked sinners'll be smotin' all through. Oh, you better get ready for de mornin'. Look up and set yo' face towards de green hills of grace, for de sun rises up in de mornin'. Oh, you better change yo' base, hit yo' soul's last race, for de glory that's a comin' in de mornin'. De farmer gets ready when de land's all plowed, for to sow dem seeds in de mornin'. De spirit may be puny and de flesh may be proud, but you better cut loose from de scoffin' crowd and jine dese Christians what's a cryin' out loud for de Lord for to come in de mornin'. Shout loud and shout long, let de echoes answer strong, when de sun rises up in de mornin'. Oh, you allers will be wrong twel you choose to belong to de master what's a comin' in de mornin'. End of Camp Meeting Song. Section 18 of The Tar Baby and Other Rhymes of Uncle Remus by Joel Chandler Harris. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Phil Chenevert. Corn-Shuckin Song. Oh, the first news you know, the day you be a breakin'. Hey-yo, hi-yo, up and down the bango. And the fire be a burnin' and the ash cake a bakin'. Hey-yo, hi-yo, up and down the bango. And the hen'll be hollerin' and the boss'll be a wakin'. Hey-oh, hi-oh, up and down the bango. Better get up, nigger, and give yourself a shakin'. Hi-oh, Miss Cindy Ann. Oh, honey, when you see them ripe stars a-fallin'. Hey-oh, hi-oh, up and down the bango. Oh, honey, when you hear the rain crow a-callin'. Hey-oh, hi-oh, up and down the bango. Oh, honey, when you hear that red calf a-bawlin'. Hey-oh, hi-oh, up and down the bango. Then the daytime's a-comin', a-creepin' and a-crawlin'. Hi-oh, Miss Cindy Ann. For the lossel in the yard is a-huntin' for the mornin'. Hi-oh, get along, go away. And she'll catch up with us 'fore we ever get this corn in. Oh, go away, Cindy Ann. Oh, honey, when you hear that tin horn a-tootin'. Hey-oh, hi-oh, up and down the bango. Oh, honey, when you hear the squinch owl a-hootin'. Hey-oh, hi-oh, up and down the bango. Oh, honey, when you hear them little pigs a-rootin'. Hey-oh, hi-oh, up and down the bango. Right then she's a-comin', a-skippin' and a-scootin'. Hi-oh, Miss Cindy Ann. Oh, honey, when you hear that roan mule whicker. Hey-oh, hi-oh, up and down the bango. When you see Mr. Moon turnin' pale and gettin' sicker. Hey-oh, hi-oh, up and down the bango. Then it's time for to handle that corn a little quicker. Hey-oh, hi-oh, up and down the bango. If you want to get a smell of old master's jug of liquor. Hi-oh, Miss Cindy Ann. For the lossel in the yard is a-huntin' for the mornin'. Hi-oh, get along, go away. It's your ketchup with us 'fore we ever get this corn in. Oh, go away, Cindy Ann. You niggers cross there, you better stop your dancin'. Hey-oh, hi-oh, up and down the bango. No use fer to come a-flingin' of yo' shansin'. Hey-oh, hi-oh, up and down the bango. No use fer to come a-flingin' of yo' can'tsin'. Hey-oh, hi-oh, up and down the bango. 'Cause there ain't no time for your pattin' or your prancin'. Hi-oh, Miss Cindy Ann. Mr. Rabbit seed the fox and he sass him and jaws him. Hey-oh, hi-oh, up and down the bango. Mr. Fox catch the rabbit and he scratch him and he claws him. Hey-oh, hi-oh, up and down the bango. And he tore off the hide and he chaws him and he gnaws him. Hey-oh, hi-oh, Hi-oh, up and down the bango. Same like gal chaw and sweet gum and rosin. Hi-oh, Miss Cindy Ann. For the lawson in the yard is a hunting for the morning. Hi-oh, get along, go away, and she'll catch up with us 'fore we ever get this corn in. Oh, go away, Cindy Ann. Oh, work on, boys, gives the chucks a mighty ringing. Hey-oh, hi-oh, up and down the bango. For the boss come around, a-dangling and a-dinging. Hey-oh, hi-oh, up and down the bango. Get up and move around, set them big hands to swinging. Hey-oh, hi-oh, up and down the bango. Get up and shout loud, let the white folks hear you singing. Hi-oh, Miss Cindy Ann. For the lawson in the yard is a hunting for the morning. Hi-oh, get along, go away, and she'll catch up with us 'fore we ever get this corn in. Or go away, Cindy Ann. End of Corn-Shuckin Song. Section 19 of The Tar Baby and Other Rhymes of Uncle Remus by Joel Chandler Harris. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Phil Chenevert. The Ploughhand's Song, Jasper County, 1860. Nigger mighty happy when he layin' by corn, dat sun's a slantin'. Nigger mighty happy when he hear the dinner horn, dat sun's a slantin'. And he mo happy still when de night draws on, dat sun's a slantin'. Dat sun's a slantin', des as sho as you born. And it's rise up, Primus, fetch another yell. Dat old dun cow's des a shakin' up her bell, and de frogs tunin' up 'fore de dew done fell. Good night, Mr. Kildee, I wish you mighty well. Mr. Kildee, I wish you mighty well. I wish you mighty well. The corn'll be ready 'gainst dumplin' day, dat sun's a slantin'. But nigger gotta watch and stick and stay, dat sun's a slantin'. Same as the bee martin watchin' under jay, dat sun's a slantin'. Dat sun's a slantin' and a slippin' away. Den it's rise up, Primus, and gin it to 'em strong. De cow's gwine home wid de ding dang dong, slingin' another tetch of de old time song. Good night, Mr. Whippoorwill, don't stay long. Mr. Whippoorwill, don't stay long. Don't stay long. De shadders dey a creepin' todes de top of de hill, dat sun's a slantin'. De long time hill where de workers got to fill, dat sun's a slantin'. Dey some dat forgets, but we never shill, dat sun's a slantin'. Dat sun's a slantin' and slippin' down still. Den sing it out, Primus, des holler and bawl, and whiles we a strippin' de mules for de stall. Let de gals catch de sound of de plantation call. Oh, fare you well, ladies, my love unto you all. Ladies, my love unto you all. My love unto you all. End of The Ploughhand's Song. Section 20 of The Tar Baby and Other Rhymes of Uncle Remus by Joel Chandler Harris. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Phil Chenevert. Christmas Play Song, Myrick Place, Putnam County, 1858. Hi, my rinktum, black gal sweet, same like goodies what the white folks eat. Ho, my Riley, don't you take and tell her name, and then if something happen, you won't catch the blame. Hi, my rinktum, better take and hide yo plum. Joey don't holler every time he find a wum. Then it's hi, my rinktum, don't get no other man, and it's ho, my Riley, fetch out Miss Dilsey Ann. Ho, my Riley, yaller gal fine. She may be yourn, but she oughter be mine. Hi, my rinktum, let me get by, and see what she mean by the cut of dat eye. Ho, my Riley, better shet dat do'. De white folks will believe we are tearing up de flo'. Then it's ho, my Riley, come a shifting up to me, and it's hi, my rinktum, dis de way to twist yo' knee. Hi, my rinktum, ain't de east gettin' red? De squinch owl shiver like he want ter go to bed. Ho my Riley, but de gals and de boys, dey's now gettin' so dey can sorter make a noise. Hi my rinktum, let de yaller gal alone, niggers don't hanker atter sody in de pone. Den it's hi my rinktum, better try anudder plan, and it's ho my Riley, trot out Miss Dilsey Ann. Ho my Riley, in de happy Christmas time, de niggers shake der clothes a huntin' fer a dime. Hi my rinktum, and den dey shake der feet and grease derselves wid de good ham meat. Ho my Riley, dey eat and dey cram, and by ol' Miss'll be a sendin' out de dram. Den it's ho my Riley, you hear dat Sam? And it's hi my rinktum, be a sendin' out de dram. End of Christmas Play Song. Section 21 of The Tar Baby and Other Rhymes of Uncle Remus by Joel Chandler Harris. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Phil Chenevert. Plantation Play Song, Putnam County, 1856. It's a-gettin' mighty late when the Gwenny hens squall, and you better dance now if you gwine to dance at all. For by dis time tomorrow night you can't hardly crawl, 'cause you'll hatter take de hoe again and likewise de maul. Don't you hear dat bay colt a-kickin' in his stall? Stop yo' humpin' up yo' shoulders, dat'll never do. Hop light, ladies, oh Miss Lou. Hit takes a heap of scrougin' fer to get you through. Hop light, ladies, oh Miss Lou. And if you niggers don't watch, you'll sing another tune, for the sun'll rise and catch you if you don't be mighty soon. And the stars is gettin' paler, and the old gray coon is a-settin' in the grapevine a-watchin' for the moon. When a feller comes a-knockin', dey's holler, oh shoo. Hop light, ladies, oh Miss Lou. Oh, swing dat yaller gal, do boys do. Hop light, ladies, oh Miss Lou. Oh, turn me loose, lemme 'lone, go away now. What you 'spect I come a-dancin' fer if I dunno how? Dese de very kinds of footsies what kicks up a row. Can't you jump into the middle and make yo' gal a beau? Look at dat mulatter man a-followin' up Sue. Hop light, ladies, oh Miss Lou. De boys ain't a-gwine when you cry boo-hoo. Hop light, ladies, oh Miss Lou. End of Plantation Play Song. Section 22 of The Tar Baby and Other Rhymes of Uncle Remus. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Phil Chenevert. A Plantation Chant. It's 1844, Christ done opened that heavenly door, and I don't want to stay here no longer. It's 1845, Christ done made that dead man alive, and I don't want to stay here no longer. You ax me to run home, little chillun, run home, dat sun done roll, and I don't want to stay here no longer. It's 1846, Christ is got us a place done fix, and I don't want to stay here no longer. It's 1847, Christ done sot a table in heaven, and I don't want to stay here no longer. You asked me to run home, little chillun, run home, dat sun done roll, and I don't want to stay here no longer. It's 1848, Christ done made that crooked way straight, and I don't want to stay here no longer. It's 1849, Christ done turned dat water into wine, and I don't want to stay here no longer. You ask me to run home, little chillun, run home, dat sun done roll, and I don't want to stay here no longer. It's 1840, Christ is Nemona's onlyest friend, and I don't want to stay here no longer. It's 1811, Christ'll be at the door when we all get to heaven, and I don't want to stay here no longer. You ask me to run home, little chillun, run home, dat sun done roll, and I don't want to stay here no longer. End of a Plantation Chant. Section 23 of The Tar Baby and Other Rhymes of Uncle Remus by Joel Chandler Harris. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Phil Chenevert. A Plantation Serenade. De old bee makes de honeycomb, de young bee makes de honey. De niggers make de cotton and corn, and de white folks gets de money. De raccoon he's a cur'ous man, he never walk twel dark, and nothin' never 'sturbs his mind twel he hear old Br'er bark. De raccoon totes a bushy tail, de possum totes no har. Mr. Rabbit he come skippin' by, he ain't got none to spar. Monday mornin' break er day, white folks got me gwine, but Saturday night when de sun goes down, dat yaller gals is mine. 15 pounds of meat a week, whiskey fer to sell. Oh, how can a young man stay at home? Dem gals they look so well. Met a possum in de road, Brer Possum, where you gwine? I thank my stars, I bless my life, I'm a huntin' fer de muscadine. End of a Plantation Serenade. Section 24 of The Tar Baby and Other Rhymes of Uncle Remus by Joel Chandler Harris. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Phil Chenevert. De Big Bethel Church. De Big Bethel Church, de Big Bethel Church, done put old Satan behind 'em. If a sinner get loose from any other church, de Big Bethel Church will find 'em. Hit's good to be dar, and it's sweet to be dar, wid de sisterin' all around you, a shakin' dem shackles of mussin' and love, wherewid de Lord is bound you. Hit's sweet to be dar and listen to de hymns, and hear dem mo'ners a shoutin'. Dey done reach de place where dey ain't no room for any mo' weepin' and doubtin'. Hit's good to be dar when de sinners all jine wid de brudderin in der singin', and it look like Gabriel gwine to rack up and blow, and set dem heavenly bells to ringin'. Oh, de Big Bethel Church, de Big Bethel Church, done put old Satan behind 'em. If a sinner get loose from any other church, de Big Bethel Church will find 'em. End of De Big Bethel Church. Section 25 of The Tar Baby and Other Rhymes of Uncle Remus by Joel Chandler Harris. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Phil Chenevert. Time goes by turns. There's a powerful wrastle twixt the good and the bad, and the bad's got all the underholt. And when the wuss comes, she come ironclad, and you hatter hold your breath for the jolt. But towards the last, Good gets the knee lock, and they draps to the ground kerflop. Good has the in turn, and he stand like a rock, and he blazin' fer to be on top. De dry weather breaks wid a thunderclap, for there ain't no drought what can last. But de seasons what whoops up de cotton crap, likewise they freshens up de grass. De rain fall so soft in the long dark night, twel you hatter hold yo' hand for a sign. But de drizzle what's set de tater slips right is de makin' of de maypop vine. In de mellerest ground de clay root'll ketch and hold to de tongue of de plough, and a pine pole gate at de garden patch never'll keep out de old brindle cow. One and all on us knows who's a pullin' at de bits, like de lead mule that guides by de rein. And yet, somehow or udder, de bestest of us gets mighty sick at de tuggin' at de chain. Hump yo'self to de load and forget de distress, and dem what stands by to scoff, for de harder de pullin', de longer de rest, and de bigger de feed in de trough. End of Time Goes by Turns. Section 26 of the Tar Baby and Other Rhymes of Uncle Remus by Joel Harris. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Phil Chenevert. A Howdy Song, Prelude. If I could coax that baby for to get upon my knee, I'd up and sing my howdy song. I'd sing it loud and free. I'm gettin' old and po'ly, but I ain't forget the song, 'cause I used to shake de rafters when de nights was gettin' long. He'd do a sight of laughin', and den he'd kinder smile, but 'fo' you counted 20, he'd be sleepin' by de mile. I know I used to sing it to one little boy I knowed, and I seemed to see him comin' when I look way down de road. I'd take him and I'd rock him twel his eyelids settled down, and he'd soon be gwine off yonder on de stage to Sleepy Town, and de dreams would be a blowin' through his little curly head, and he'd try to pull at de kiver des like he gone to bed. The Song. It's howdy, honey, when you laugh, and howdy when you cry, and all day long it's howdy, I never shill say good bye. I'm monst'us pert myse'f, suh, and hopin' de same fer you, and when I ketch my breff, suh, I'll ax you howdy do. It's howdy, honey, when you sleep, it's howdy when you cry. Keep up de howdying, don't never say good bye. I'm middlin' well myse'f, suh, which de same I hope fer you. If you let me ketch my breff, suh, I'll ax you howdy do. So long. I'm one er de wildest dreamers dat ever looked up at de blue. I dreams twel I has de tremors, and if some er deze dreams come true, you can pin on yo' Uncle Remus, it'll be mighty nice fer you. I'm one er de wust ole schemers dat yever is patches shoe, and if seemin' is so to de seamers, I'll hunt you howdy do. End of A Howdy Song. End of the Tar Baby and Other Rhymes of Uncle Remus by Joel Chandler Harris. Recorded by Phil Chenevert, November 2011.